Hello, this is the Kaspersky Daily podcast live from Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. And here our senior analyst from the Global Research and Analyst team, Vicente Diaz from Spanish team. Hi.
Hello.
Vicente, there are a lot of devices are announced each year on the Mobile World Congress, and the major trend and major talk every year is that everything goes mobile. People are leaving their computers, they do their daily routine via the tablets and smartphones, and there are numerous mobile payment solutions and other interesting stuff which are done on mobile. What's your opinion? How does it change the security landscape?
Well, I believe that having more different devices basically is making bigger the attacking vector for the attackers. They are seeing here new opportunities, they have new technologies, and also all these new mobile payment systems are an opportunity for the attackers for commit fraud. So maybe I'm a little bit biased by my job, but I always see like the brown side and all the dangers associated with these new technologies.
I see. And what about specifically financial systems? All those mobile payment systems assume that every operation with your bank or whatever, your electronic wallet is done via mobile. Is it really secure?
Well, basically a mobile is having the same problems as any computer, but to make it worse, the users are not aware that the mobile could be infected, and also we are not having second factor authentication in this kind of devices. Previously we were using the computer for making the transfer, and then we were having like SMS in our mobile for making the transaction valid. But now we have everything in the mobile, so if the attacker is having access to the mobile, he's having access to everything.
I see. And is there any kind of solution to address that problem? What is the primary tactics should be there in place? Is it should be a kind of education stuff or technological solution?
I believe that the best solution is to put as many layers of defense between you and the attacker, and that includes not only security for the device, but also having a complete framework. In this case, like the one that we are proposing, we are having an SDK for the applications, we are having behavioral analysis, we are having clientless security based on the different actions that the victim or the user is doing against the bank. So we are helping the bank, we are helping like the final institution to protect themselves, to detect fraud, and we are helping the user to protect their device. I think that this kind of complete approach, multi-layered approach, is the best solution.
Very well. And the industry evolves really quickly, and there are new types of fast mobile networks, new scenarios of device usage. What kind of, let's say, futuristic attack vectors do you see on the horizon?
Well, I see one attack vector that maybe is not that futuristic, but I think that very quickly we will see ransomware moving from PCs to mobile devices. This will be a very bad situation for everybody, I think. But if we like to look a little bit further, I think that the Internet of Things is the next thing that will be affected by this kind of attacks. If we just think about our mobile having access to our car, we are downloading applications and we are controlling different aspects of all the kind of devices that we have at home. I believe that malware in this scenario could be, first, it will be not directed against this. We will see some collateral consequences, but in the future we will see targeted attacks against this kind of devices. We are not talking just about digital life, we are talking about analogic life. So we will see like very real consequences in our daily lives if we are not prepared.
One of the hot topics for the current show are biometrics solutions, and the first one was introduced by Apple with a fingerprint scanner, and now we see it's the same scanner in Galaxy S5, and now there are many startups providing different kinds of eye recognition. So many companies now propose to replace old authentication types like passwords with your face, your fingerprints. What's your opinion? Does it really improve security?
I think that there are two sides of this. The first one is that we have seen that passwords are not enough. They are not a very good security solution for many reasons, but we are seeing how they fail over and over. So identifying the user by some kind of biometric technology makes all the sense. However, probably these days everybody is concerned about privacy, and putting like our biometric data into the internet, I'm sure that many people is a little bit scared of doing that, and for very good reasons, I believe. So I think that we should find an equilibrium. We should find like some biometric data that everybody is comfortable sharing, probably our faces, maybe because everybody is looking at us, no? But we should combine this with something else. So it's a controversial thing. I'm not really sure what to think, because I'm very concerned about privacy these days as well. But I think it's a good approach. Probably it's not definitive at this point, but the more we investigate, the more we talk about this, it's very positive and it's towards a good direction for providing us more security than the use of the old passwords.
Okay, thank you very much.